Streams of protesters behind me moving to the central meeting place this afternoon, defying a police ban. Police saying that they cannot permit large protests today because of social gathering restrictions under the coronavirus, but protesters determined to make their voices of opposition heard against this new national security law, even as it enters only its first day of being formalised in the city. The Chief Executive, Carrie Lam, meanwhile, giving a question and answer session to explain in more detail how this bill will be implemented in the city. But here on the streets, still a huge amount of frustration that's somewhat reminiscent of the scenes that we saw last year when large crowds gathered to voice opposition to the government's extradition bill. The chants, as you can hear some behind me now, from protesters very similar to those protests of last year, calling "Stand with Hong Kong, fight for freedom," calling for this opposition to the bill, and also criticising the police for the way they're trying to break up the protests. There have been scuffles that I've seen in the streets around me, including one man being arrested as police rushed to try and disperse the crowd. So still a great deal of tension on the streets here. The stability that the government promises this bill will bring is yet to be seen on day one of it being formalised here. Richard Kimber, SABC News, Hong Kong.